Setting up a rental business without owning property. Now this is interesting. This one idea changed my life because I started out with buying a rental. Every few years, we would buy a house and we were making like a few $100 because we were renting out long term. And I quickly found out, I did the math, I wanted 10K a month back then, right? I needed, if I was making 300 to $400 a month per home, I would need 33 homes. It took me 3 years to buy one house as rental. That would take me 100 years to get to 10K a month. How many want to wait 100 years? Not me, right? So then, I started looking at multifamily, investing in mobile home parks, storage, commercial, everything. I tell you, I'm a lifelong learner. I went to all these seminars, all these courses. The thing about commercial and big properties, you need a lot of money, no matter what they tell you. You're going to need at least a few $100,000 to get started, and a lot of work and connection. And it's a full-time job when you syndicate a big project, right? It's not something that you can do part-time. With this, you can just leverage somebody else's property. And I created this FAST method, this 4-step, that you can just leverage OPP, which is other people's property, by renting it. You rent it first. You have a sublet clause in there, allow you to re-rent it out to other people. With this FAST method, F, we find the right location. A, to ask to sublease. S is set up to stand out. T, to tap into corporate client. I find the right location. Other people will tell you location for real estate, right? However, how do you find the right location? It could take a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of research if you don't know where to go. We come up with a proprietary system that allows you to find the right location within minutes. It's the 3 H's, write that down: highways, hospitals, and hotel. So when 2 highways intersect like this, there's traffic flow, there's money flow, there's attention flow. You see how it divided into 4 different sections here? For whatever reason, the hotel and the hospital will congregate in one of the 4 or 2 of the 4 sections. That's where you want to be. Why? Because these are gigantic corporations with billions of dollars, and they drop 10 to 100 mil, or sometimes $1 billion, to open a hospital, to open a headquarters, to open a hotel. Don't you think they've done their research? Exactly. So that's what we do. We follow the whales, we're going to get fed. But this is just like a really quick scan to find out where you should look into. But there's a lot more into it. There's also 3 more H's that we'll only teach our students. And also with our community, we analyze every single deal, anything it will market for you. So that way we get you the right market, the right location, whether it's a good deal or bad deal, right? If it's a bad deal, we're going to tell you so you don't waste a lot of time and money, right? That's very important, guys, because location is the one thing that you cannot change. You can change almost everything else about a house except the location. So make sure you got the right location. Also, how to ask the landlord to sublease. Most of the people will tell you to pitch a landlord, I do Airbnb, vacation, blah, blah, blah. Nowadays, everybody heard about it. Nobody want to do it with you. Why don't they just listen to Airbnb themselves? Versus us, we do it as a team. So we have a corporate housing network of over 100 members, over 100 properties, combined 20 years experience. So if you're part of our network, you can leverage exactly that. And then you tell them, instead of saying, hey, we're a mom and pop, can I Airbnb your property? No, we say, I'm a part of a corporate housing network, over hundreds of members. We've done hundreds of properties, over combined 20 years experience. We want to see if you're probably qualified for what we do. And if it is, we pay all the fees that you need. We also pay for the cleaning every few months. Any maintenance under $200, we're going to pay for it. We're not ever going to bother you. We're going to take care of the property, manage it for free. Have you ever had any tenants tell you that? So that's why it's a no-brainer for the landlord. It's a win-win for both. We take care of the property. We manage it for free. We pay sometimes even like above market rent if you need to. You don't need to, but if you really like the property, you can, because the corporate client's paying you double the market rent, double. This is our network, Beyond Corporate Housing Network, beyondchn.com. You can check it out. If you click on partnership, it will go into our partners, and you see how powerful it is, because the power of the network is in the network. It's who you know and who knows you, and what kind of network you're part of. You scroll up, all of these are our students. We call them partners. They are partners. Some of them partners together, like literally, and some of them partner by passing leads or sharing leads. You get corporate clients through this community as well, because some people, they live in different states. So we have from California all the way to Florida, to New York, New Jersey. You see them in Texas, North Carolina, everywhere. We have students nationwide. We consult them on how to post your logo, design, website, company, so you are legit. It's not just Airbnb. It's your own company. And then you're part of a network, and then it's game over. You see what I'm saying? That's what differentiates yourself from all the other people that are trying to Airbnb other people's property. And if you're a part of our elite partner, we're going to do most of this work for you. We're going to do the logo, the website, the brand, starting company for you for included. You see, we're part of a nationwide corporate housing network, right? So when you show this to a potential landlord, it's done. And then you also show this to a potential corporate clients or corporate company, and it's done too, because they will believe you more because you have a powerful network. All right, so set up to stand out. We got the best deals. You know, you can buy or you rent. Most of the time we buy because, we show you how to buy like pre-owned furnitures that only costs average about 5K to 8K per home. I'm talking about furnishing included, okay? And it's not just crappy furniture, it's actually decent furniture. Give them the best experience because we know how to get the deals. The furniture alone can save you thousands of dollars per property. And then you tap into corporate clients, right? Most of the people will only list on Airbnb or VRBO or Furnish Finder. Those are very common and too much competition. Us, we have tested hundreds of sources for the past 10 years. I've been doing this 10 years. And now we have a community of hundreds of people that test all kinds of platform, all kinds of sources that have different connections that we partner up with. So we have boiled down through blood, sweat, and tears, 10 years of that and 20 years combined experience of all of our coaches and mentors to give you the best 30-something sources that will give you clients on a regular basis. So this is probably the most important secret, the trade secrets. It took us a lot of time and effort to find, and this is what you need to do it. And even if you don't have money to sublease property, you can actually manage properties for other people for 20 to 30%, which is huge because you don't even put any money down. I hope you guys caught that. For those of you who don't have a lot of money, literally learn the skill set or connect with our, company and also our community, and then list their properties, potential properties that are vacant on this platform and all our sources, all our connections. And then when you get a client, you get 20% off of that. I mean, that's huge, guys. Imagine making around $500 to $2,000 a month, depending on where you're at in the country, managing other people's property. That doesn't take you a lot of time by simply listing on them. Once they check in, there's nothing you got to do. If you have 10 of those, that's $10,000 a month. It's not that hard, All right, so why is midterm rental different? How do we make money from this? By adding value to the property. We're adding furnitures, utilities, maintenance, Wi-Fi, all that stuff. So that's why we can charge 2 times the market rent. That's the average nationwide. So if you're in Texas, usually we rent a house for 2,000 to 3,000. We double that, rent out for 4,000 to 6,000. If you're in California or Florida or New York, you rent a place for 3,000 to 4,000, you double that, and then you re-rent it out to company for 6,000 to 8,000, sometimes 10,000. And you also minimize management. If you 10 times less the management, 10 times more freedom. My mind was very simple math, right? If in a month, in vacation rental, I host 5 families. Actually, every 3 months, let's say every 3 months, I host like 10 families, make it easy, 10 vacationer, but every 3 months, I have 1 corporate client. That's 10 times less management. You see what I'm saying? That's 10 times less amount of people, 10 times less management, 10 times less work. If you 10 times less management, which means 10 times more freedom. And also 10 times less risk and headache because it's business to business versus business to consumer. Vacation rental, business to consumer, this is business to business. Which one you want to deal with? You want to deal with somebody who have resources like these companies, or you want to deal with the mom and pop who maybe lose their job and can't pay rent, or go on vacation just for fun and throw a party. So a lot less risk, a lot less headache, because a lot of times some of these people, their company will pay advance, like 3 months or 6 months. And if you have insurance on your home and your home get damaged, they are obligated to pay a lot for housing. Most people don't know this, but they usually pay up to 10% of the value of your home, which could be like 50,000 to even 100, 200,000, depending on the value of your home. You're never going to use that, okay? I mean, it's very rare that somebody actually use that. So that's why there's plenty of money in the insurance industry. Insurance is the most richest people, right? You can escape the regulations and have more tax exempt. There's not legal tax advice, but we're talking about with this is better tax exempt than the short-term rental game. Because with short-term rental, you got to apply for all kind of permits, all kind of hotel tax, all kind of tax, right? But with this, over 30 days, you can just exempt on that, you see? So that would save you a lot of money. And then a lot of time, you don't even need all these crazy stuff that you need to do, jump through hoops groups. Why? Because hotels don't want to see vacation rentals succeed, right? Hotels, I mean, it's a big thing. But with midterm rental corporate clients, most hotels don't don't really care.